Welcome,
Ah.
welcome back to another edition of the KrisCross Corner podcast. I'm your host, Chris Canty. We got the great debaters in here today. We got Basil Law, we got Danny Thickums, Elijah Miller, and we got Marcel.
Yeah.
What up, though?
All right. Before we begin, don't miss out. Tune in to the KrisCross Corner every week, every Wednesday. Whether you're into bold debates, real conversations, or just looking for a great time, here is your show right here. A Detroit-based podcast that doesn't shy away from Detroit topics.
Amen.
Hit that play button, follow, share, and subscribe.
Please.
We're available on Spotify, Apple
Show is
Podcasts, and YouTube.
on me.
Follow us on YouTube, KrisCross Studios on YouTube. Boom. Go to the KrisCross Corner website, KrisCrossCorner.com for merch. Use promo code BLACK, BLACK, to get your Black Excellence hoodies and t-shirts.
Per usual. Can't use it if you white. Gotta find a black person to sign off on that one.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, honestly, I would show my t-shirt like usual, but it's in the wash right now.
You put the Black Excellence t-shirt in the washing machine?
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
hope it's separated.
I
Hold on, wait,
I
Chris.
wore
Chris.
it.
Chris, what color is the washing machine?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, I get it.
No, you put the Black Excellence t-shirt in the washing machine. You're supposed to take that to the dry cleaners. Use that money.
Or just use a black washing machine.
Is there such a thing?
Front load.
I mean, technically, black people did
That's
invent the
front
washing
load.
machine.
They sure did.
Yeah, but you can't use the what is it? Hurdle Beach or whatever. You can't use that one. Hamilton Beach. It's over.
Hamilton Beach. You gotta use Whirlpool.
You got to use some. Yeah, you got to you got to use one of the classic brands or something that they
Yeah, you
had.
gotta use
They
Maytag.
had to connect.
Maytag.
What are you doing in my house? How'd you know it was a whirlpool?
Because you're white. Whirlpool is expensive.
Yeah.
Especially those
Those,
duo,
yeah, the
especially
duo.
those duo washer and dryer combos.
The people who have those just fucking lazy.
But those are all, but no, but those are only for like small loads. If you actually see one of those things, it's like this thin, almost
Yeah,
like
they're not big. They're not very big.
big at all.
Hmm.
You waste more water than anything else.
Crazy.
Honestly, we just stacked ours on top, so it just makes it easier. And
No. I see how you live in Basil. You just got a wash bin and one of those things just
Washboards? They're called washboards?
washboards and a bar of soap.
Not a bar soap.
Hey, I know how the 19th century people went down. Okay.
Speaking of how we're going back to old things, Detroit is trying to restore and bring back Cooley High.
What?
They can't.
They're
they tore
gonna
it down.
No, it's still the building's still there.
I'm gonna tell you why they can't. T Grizzly already said his what's his name? My body count go from Persian to Cody. That line gonna stick for a while.
No, he
Hey.
probably got a year. He probably got a yearbook saying, "I hit that, I hit that, I hit that, I hit that."
LOL.
This
But
is a maybe.
it's set
I
to be
don't.
restored after they renovated it back in, I think it was 2010, and then they closed it. But it's
All right,
okay.
how about this? They renovated Mumford in the
Yeah,
city.
I thought they tore
Mumford's
down
still open,
the
though.
time they tore down Kettering.
No, Kettering needed to be closed down.
Oh, that's my point. Chris,
Kettering, I thought Kettering was closed down. It's nothing but a lot over there.
No, Cooley and Kettering closed the same year.
Yeah, they did.
And they
Yep.
tore down Kettering. I thought they also tore down Cooley too.
No, Cooley,
That's
that building is still there.
So,
Kettering is now a industrial building.
Same
Yeah,
with
it's an industrial park.
Highland Park High School.
No, they kept the K though. The K is still there. It's
I don't know
not.
why.
It's not facing 94. It's facing the back street now. They just moved the K.
It's so stupid.
It's hey. It is. It was for the historical significance, Basil.
What's historical about it? There ain't nothing there.
It was. It was Kettering.
Yeah.
They say, hey,
All right, if you guys were born in Detroit, which school would you go to? What DPS school would you go? High school would you go to?
well, our neighborhood school, Marcel, was Cody, so we would have went to Cody, West Side.
Ugh.
I know. But our parents went to cast, so we would have went to cast.
They would have forced that shit on us like crazy.
Basil would have went to. I could see
That's a
Basil
good
at.
question.
I could see Basil at Murray, right? It's like, no, I'm playing. He could be at ML. No, MLK.
No.
At King. Actually, Basil would be a cast kid though. All the white kids with the cast.
No,
All the white kids.
You only see white people at cast or Western. What a proximity to the freeway.
Okay, Western, maybe.
Whole bunch
Cast I
of
would
this
never
whole
wanna
bunch of
go to.
Hispanics. I think the school's
Basil.
like
No.
I think the school's like 98% Hispanic.
Cesar Chavez
Cesar Chavez Academy.
for Basil.
No, he went last today. He was like tacos again. Shit.
No, he would have been
Who
worn
was
out.
that? Damn it.
Basil, have you ever got cussed out by a Latina in her home language?
Yes.
In her home language?
Home
don't
language
feel-
is wild.
It don't feel good.
We just talked about the crazy ex.
But she wasn't like Latina though. She was
It was
like
like Latina. She only used three words: taco, nacho, burrito.
No, it is funny. She did know. Okay, she didn't know enough Spanish to be fluent, and she did say Mexican is not.
She didn't say the Mexican wasn't Latina, which was like you break up with her now. Break up with her now.
She's like Latina? Question mark.
She's that stupid. Break up with her.
I really just wanted to backhand, and then I remember she said she would shoot me if I ever touched her. So
she's like Mexican.
I'm sorry. What? Could
Hispanic.
you repeat that again?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
He said there were like after I wanted to just
No, don't. No, we don't encourage
but
that.
she did tell me if I ever laid a hand, she would shoot me. So
Okay, first of all,
like a real woman should.
First of all, we all would have been proud of you. But
wow.
But it cost you your life.
I don't feel like getting I don't feel like getting shot by the most expensive like possession in her house.
Wait, what? Oh, dang.
The gun. All right. So Marcel brought up a question. Which school would you go to? So Basil, what school would you want to go to?
See, that's actually a good question. I know
without looking up the high schools on your phone.
No, I know that. I'm trying to think of like vicinity where realistically I would have ended up because Detroit is a huge place.
It is.
So it's it probably would be somewhere near.
You want to see some buildings so you know that you're safe. Oh, we got Cass Tech, DSA.
I'm trying to actually look. I'm looking at a map of Detroit to figure out realistically where I would have ended up because one side of the family is in like Farmington, Livonia area, and that's not really Detroit.
It's not Detroit. That's the suburbs. We looking in the city limits. Which one you going to?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out where I would have probably ended up realistically.
We're gonna put you at Redford. We're gonna put you at Meyer.
Oh hell no!
Honestly, I was just thinking where probably I would have ended up in like Brightmoor or something like that.
What school did they have over there? Oh, you would have went to Henry Ford.
Probably.
I can see Henry Ford Academy.
No, Henry Ford High School on Evergreen.
Yeah.
Like deep hood. Because I don't see Basil being on the east side. I don't see Basil being at Pershing or Denby.
God, I do not want to be a fucking doughboy.
Or Finney or Southeastern.
Yeah.
Actually, you could be a doughboy. Let's put him at Pershing High School.
No. Not saying that.
And then Basil would be the doughboy. He'd be the mascot.
I hated. I hated dealing with Pershing for anything, football, and I don't know why we played him in basketball. Made no sense.
Did y'all get beat? Football or basketball?
Yes.
Basketball, they weren't that good.
Like, compared to our basketball program, it was like it was a fair fight. It was like an even like we could win, they could win.
What high school did you go to?
Bedford.
Oh, Bedford. Okay, so Bedford Township down by Toledo. Okay.
Yeah, and
Wait,
for
y'all
some
just faced them just for fun, or was y'all in the same league?
no. You know how like at
Like
the beginning
district?
of the year.
Oh, okay. Like
No, yeah, like
you pick
beginning
teams around the state. Yeah, okay.
exactly.
Let's go to the hood. Let's go to Ryan and 7 Mile.
Okay.
No, I don't get I don't know I don't understand how it was allowed. Usually a lot of times if it wasn't like Pershing or uh like Gross Isle or anything like that at the beginning of whatever season for any of our sports or anything like that, we were playing teams across the border, which I don't understand how that's allowed with different
What do
state,
you
you
mean across the
know,
border?
at like play Ohio schools.
Yeah,
And
you can do that.
I
You
would
can
have
do that.
thought, yeah, but wouldn't like each state, like each high school athletic association have different rules for sports where it's like
It
this is the
depends.
over like
It depends.
eh.
Like, it would have to be because I saw the new rules for MHSAA and all the other ones. You would have to have you have to have like a one state rule. So like Indiana, I think some people went to Illinois sometime. I don't know how that works, but Indiana, Ohio, and then I think Wisconsin, since we do share border with Wisconsin. So, but that's more so for like the UP and like upper like north. Even though that's still a long drive for UP and upper north.
It
It's
is.
like a
He gonna be
six,
Probably
eight
taking
hour
the D
drive.
dot. He gonna be taking the D dot all the way back and forth.
Oh, speaking of D dot, uh, well, not speaking of D dot, the Oakland County Executive David Coulter is advocating for a bus rapid transit (BRT) system along Woodward Avenue. So forget the Q line. We're gonna have a bus.
We better having buses.
No,
No.
no, it's actually gonna be a BRT. So it's gonna be like an actual system, like in place, like a fixed
Oh,
route. So now it's gonna be
Okay.
faster than the fast routes of Smart and the D dot. So
Do you know what's a more fixed route? The Q line.
yeah, but the Q line's only downtown.
Q line. Yeah,
I
that's
mean, if they're talking about like an extension where it's like we're so it's just like what the Q line couldn't touch.
Yeah. The main thing about the Q line was gonna go through a historic district, and the city was like, "No, you ain't doing that shit." So they stopped it at Grand Boulevard, which is also a historic district. But anyway, um,
It's a
speaking of
more reason to
historic,
have it.
speaking of historic district, Michigan Central, which is the big, huge train station that Ford redeveloped over $1 billion to do, and it looks amazing now. Thank the Lord. Um, is set to include passenger service, which I'll get into in a second, an 8-story parking deck, which they're building now, and now the top floors, I don't know how many floors of
oh
the
my
train
God, those
station
parking
are gonna
decks.
be the top floors are gonna be the Nomad Luxury Hotel.
Um. Okay, so in grad school for historic preservation for Eastern, we got to go through it.
Hmm.
There, they were saying maybe 3 floors.
3, okay, makes sense.
Got them.
It's gonna be very
Now
expensive to
you
stay there.
now when you say passenger, are they finally bringing trains in?
They're gonna be bringing trains starting in 2027, 2028, and it's gonna be part of the new Chicago to Toronto line.
Wait. Are we actually getting trains at a train station?
Yes. Who would have
They
thunk?
they listen. They listen to my complaints.
Ain't nobody listen to you, Basil.
I mean, it's a train station. It's not like they were like,
No,
oh, here's an old
no,
building. Let's put trains in it. It was a train station.
no.
We
It
know
It
was.
this.
was, and they were saying for the whole get go, it's like yeah, in the back where all the like stations and all that we're gonna be. We're like that's where we're gonna showcase all of our like EV like research and stuff like that to the
Which
public.
they can.
It's like yeah, they could. It was like
They can still do it.
does that include electric? Does that include electric trains? They're like no, we took a lot of the tracks out. I'm like
Hey,
why buy a train station?
so they can use it for R&D and EV and all that stuff. It's
Yeah,
actually a really
but
nice
also make
building.
it It is, but I was like, at the same time, it's like, you know what this building needs? Trains.
Yeah, but really in
I
America,
I
it's like no.
I said it enough. Admittedly, I did say enough points to where it's like, okay, we get it. Shut up.
Yeah.
On another historic building in Detroit, Lee Plaza at the corner of Lawton and Grand Boulevard across the street from Northwestern High School is getting renovated into affordable housing with rents as low as $500 a month.
Oh, okay.
That is actually affordable.
Very affordable. Have you seen rents now?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I gotten so used to like a lot of these like
The fuck?
working with HUD dollars, and it's like, oh yeah, we want to use HUD money to build affordable housing, and then I'll see what these affordable rents are, and it's like $900,
Well, low,
$1,100.
low income is
In
1,400 now. So,
well, no. It probably in Detroit. In Toledo, it's more like 500-600
ugh, that's why I got 6 Taco Bells. Anyway,
on one
uh,
street.
on one street, exactly. I was like, you want to go to that Taco Bell? You can go to that Taco Bell. Juventus FC has featured a new Visit Detroit, logo for the travel and visitors and convention bureau, which is the Visit Detroit slogan on their jerseys now. So expect to see a lot of more Italians in Detroit. Instead of having like the Jeep, it has Visit Detroit. So I don't know how they figured this out. I don't know how they swindled their way into sponsorship on the Juventus jersey, but expect to see a lot more Italians coming to Detroit. What channel do you watch Serie A though?
That's a good question.
What channel is Serie A on? It's not on Paramount.
Wow.
It's not on. Is it on? I don't know where is that. I gotta figure that out. Because I don't really watch Serie A. I only watch. Well, we're forced to watch Premier League because it's on NBC, and then
Or
Bundesliga is on CBS.
Or Liga MX every
Liga
once in a while
MX. Liga MX is on Univision and the Spanish channels, and then MLS, of course, on Fox. So we gotta figure that out.
Also, ESPN Deportes.
No one watches ESPN Deportes. We're English speaking.
Hey, if you really want a fun night, like when they're showing like any of the Spanish soccer, just how enthusiastic all the goals are.
Oh, of course, all the time.
Exactly.
That's what they do when they hire you. They be like, "How long can you hold the goal?" Like, we'll time you. We'll time you. Like, go.
Oh, just how long can you hold your O's?
They're like, 10 seconds, not good enough. Like, shit.
It's like, ooh.
Well, speaking of shit, a woman was stopped speeding along I-69, which is north of Detroit, way north of Detroit. She had enough fentanyl to kill about 1 million people.
Jeez. If she'd have crashed, it'd have been over.
But she was stopped for speeding, though.
That's because not stupid.
Which is a great segment, because I'm about to do my PSA. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are smuggling drugs into the United States, it's best to not speed on the roads, because you become a huge red flag for the state troopers on I-69.
Hold on. So, you know what I just thought about? If it was I-69, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that over by where Port Huron and...
Yep, the Blue Water Bridge.
So if it did come in from Canada, guess who could have prevented it, but didn't?
I mean, yeah. I bet you can sneak in $1 million worth of fentanyl without them knowing. Because it's called a security check. Either they look or they don't. So someone was slacking on their job.
Yeah. U.S. Customs.
Yeah, U.S. Customs. I mean, they don't see everything. How do you think drugs get into America?
Just remember that, DC.
Yeah, remember that. And it wasn't the south border. It was the north border. Well, technically the east border. But anyway, stupid criminals today. I'm gonna change it up. It's called Stupid Criminals Today. And we got 6 of these motherfuckers today. So I need your full reactions. Okay. The following stories are true stories. It should not be duplicated by listeners of this podcast as they highlight how criminal incompetence leads to hilariously swift justice. Listener discretion is advised. Now, number 1. In Missouri, a burglar broke into a convenience store, grabbed cash and snacks, but left a trail of muddy toilet paper from his shoe all the way back to his house 2 blocks away.
Oh, yeah.
Money, toilet paper.
The cops found him moments later.
What was he robbing? A party city?
Hey. When you're robbing a bank, when you're trying to run, don't leave your tracks.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go east to Ohio, where a man tried to rob a fast food restaurant wearing a chicken costume, forgetting that he worked there last month. Every employee and the security cameras recognized him instantly.
Was that man the mascot?
Mm-hmm. He said, "Hey, thank you for our chicken soup." Back.
Oh, God damn.
Just dumb. It gets worse, guys. Because in Texas, a guy showed up drunk to his virtual court hearing for DUI while driving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the judge revoked his bail immediately. How do you show up to a DUI charge drunk while driving on Zoom? That's dumb.
It's not as hard as you
I'm trying
think.
to hold on. So
People multitask.
I'll be
I'm just trying to
right
think of
there.
how many. I'm trying to think of how many laws right there breaking. We got DUI,
Yeah,
more or less driving with like distracted or anything like that.
reckless driving. Yeah,
Dude was probably speeding, so you got speeding.
Speeding can get off. It's a lot of stuff.
Damn near, I want to say vehicular assault, because that could have happened.
It's just crazy, and that's in Texas, where they're free to do almost anything.
Texas, didn't that mean he must have been drinking some
Except for Pornhub.
That is true.
Yeah.
You got to go to Oklahoma for that.
No. Horny folks are going to be right at that border between Texas and Oklahoma.
They're just like this at the border.
At the border.
Like,
How you gonna do that to Texas?
We're free. We can watch poops.
You about to have some angry adolescents and people. Ooh.
It's all right. But let's go east to New Jersey, where a man in New Jersey applied for a job at a store that he robbed the day before. The manager recognized him on surveillance footage wearing the same hoodie and then called the police mid-interview.
You ain't gonna look at my resume?
Right. Nigga, you just robbed me yesterday.
Hey.
Yeah, and I want to pay back the community.
You know what they say about interviews? You want to leave an impression.
It's wild. Like,
yeah.
Tell like, why do you want to work here? Because I just robbed you. I know where the money is. It's crazy. All right, let's go. Let's go down south to Georgia, where a wannabe scammer tried to use fake $20 bills at a gas station, but forgot to remove the printer test page watermark.
What?
He tried to print off fake bills, but you know how that first page comes out with the colors on it?
Yeah.
It came out with that. So
okay, first of all, you gotta get yourself a whole different printer to get money.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get
the bills literally said HP sample print. I'll be like, "Where's Andrew Jackson? This supposed to be a 20."
Andrew Jackson, this Freddie Jackson.
Oh my god,
You
it's
gotta get
Michael
the
on
right,
here.
you gotta get the printer, you gotta get the paint. I mean, you gotta get the printer, you gotta get the ink, and you damn sure better bring the right paper.
All right, Marcel, you're incriminating yourself on the podcast.
Hey, when you got Hulu and well, crime dramas playing at you when you're at work, you tend to know a few things.
True. All right, let's go. Okay, this one's gonna be dumb. Just let y'all know. Like
Man,
stupid.
bitches.
A man in Pennsylvania, of all places, tried to steal a rare python from a pet store by stuffing it down his pants. Now, he was bitten immediately, of course, because you put a python in your pants.
Yeah, was it
Yeah,
poisonous?
It's a python. It's a
it's
rare
a
python, which
python.
means it's poisonous.
Ah,
Python in general,
Well,
it's
no,
poisonous. Okay.
well, no, pythons aren't poisonous. But my thing is like, did it start wrapping around the leg? It just
Hey, I don't Shay.
it'll
Hey,
wrap around something.
once it feels threatened, it bites. It don't curl nothing.
Thank God it wasn't a boa
And
constrictor.
then he tried to sue the store for unsafe snakes. Like this man just does it
Unsafe
all.
snakes?
This man does it all. Well, first of all, a snake's not supposed to be safe. It's a snake,
yeah.
let
Where
alone a
were you guys in
python.
the first place?
Oh, you put a python down your pants. No, and pause. Let's not say that. He put a snake in his. Okay.
He put a reptile. He
He
put
put
a
a.
reptile in his lower regions.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That sounds way better. Whew.
There's a snake in my boot.
Shoot, no, it's not.
And you know snakes, and you know snake, and you know reptiles love warm, warm areas. So
He made himself at home.
Oh, yeah.
oh, what is this crack?
How do you even yell? You know, if snake bites you
Now
like
you got
that.
you if you either two things. One, you gotta cry and scream like nobody's business, or you got. But since he's a thief and he gotta get out there discreetly, he probably held that in.
He said,
So Python bit him. Yep, he gonna cry in the car.
I wonder if he screamed like Marvin from Home Alone.
man. Mm-mm-mm.
There's actually one I'm surprised you didn't bring up, unless you brought it up in a different episode. I wasn't here. I think it was in Kansas. There was a drug dealer that tried to steal like a Spanish American War cannon
Yeah.
to try to pawn it off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you do that?
Walter brought it up. I
How
was
do
like,
you do
okay,
that? Those
hey,
those cannons are like
super heavy.
Yeah,
tons,
half a ton.
half a
Mhm.
ton at least.
He was like, help me, guys, help me.
How you even? You know what?
But yeah, those were stupid criminals today. If you have any stupid criminals, please let us know at KrisCross_studios on Instagram, or go to the KrisCross Studios Facebook group, join the group on, and then give us some ideas for stupid criminals or top 10 lists, which right now we're about to do my top 10 songs you cannot play today. You cannot play
All
these
right.
songs. What you
Before
want,
you
Bezo?
start, can I suggest one idea to get publicity out?
What
Have we thought of
for top tens or stupid criminal?
no, just no for our show. Have we
What?
thought about MySpace?
MySpace?
Yeah,
No. It's 2025.
it was a joke.
Oh, I didn't get the joke. What was the joke?
Oh shit.
Ever since what was it, COVID, there had been technically an increase in numbers of like traffic on a MySpace. So they're like, hey, everyone, we should all go back to MySpace.
Oh, hell no. We're not going back to that shit.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But anyway, here's my top 10 songs you can't play today at all. Like, at all.
I will play them.
Let's get it started. The original
Diddy.
version.
Yeah, we can't play that either. All right, we got Brown Sugar by the Rolling Stones, 1971. Very controversial. Very bad. Great song. I mean, great. It's a bad song, but it sounds great,
That's usually the case.
Number 9, we have Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke.
I mean,
Yeah, you
Definitely
can't.
no.
Yeah, you can't play that song. And they couldn't play when they put it out originally. They were like Blurred Lines. What you mean? You can't. Either it's yes or no. Oh. And the music video too, the explicit one. That was crazier too. Number 8, we have Ahab the Arab by Ray Stevens, 1962. You cannot play that song today. Number 7, we have Hot Child in the City by Nick Gilder, 1978. Song about child prostitution.
Oh no.
We was really
wait,
singing that.
really?
We were really singing that song on WOMC. Hot Child in the City.
Wait, hold on. Is that really what it's about?
Mm-hmm. Hot Child in the City. They talk about a hot girl selling herself for sex.
Ain't no love in the
Heart
heart
of the city.
Ain't no love in the heart of town.
Loud.
How did I not connect the dots until now?
I didn't do it either. I looked it up. I was like, oh,
Most messed
no.
up thing is, you know how many times that sample has been used?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
It's all right though. Number 6, we have "Love to Love You, Baby" by Donna Summer, 1975. It was a 20-minute song, but 19 minutes of her moaning. The entire song.
Yeah, I'm not
Say
gonna
that like
lie.
it's a bad thing.
I mean, it's not,
Well,
but it was a pop song.
and it
Bullshit,
does
because she was
play
getting
even-
popped.
No, she wasn't. She was just in the studio, just she was just giving off
Yeah.
emotion.
She was getting popped.
No, she was
It does
not.
and it does not help that it's
She was
on
getting
like
popped.
satellite radio. I'll be listening at work and I'll be like playing songs and all that, and it'd be like whether it's R&B and 80 station or anything like that. That song will come on and it's just like
The 12-inch, the 12-inch version.
channel.
I'd be like, it's stuck. It's stuck.
The 12-inch version is insane.
It's a long song. Just say it.
It's usually the version that plays.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And they say the 12-inch version for a reason. But anyway,
Why would they have an inches version? Like, why are we measuring this song in inches? This is disgusting.
it was on an album. That's what they
Yeah,
call it.
sometimes you
7-inch, 12-inch.
It was
I know. I hear.
Yeah, it was
I
the
hear
same.
you. I hear what you're saying. This is why the shit can't be played today.
6, 6-inch, 7-inch, 8-inch bunch.
All right.
You out of pocket for that one.
Oh yeah, he sure is. Anyway,
That's
number
bananas too. And that's a hell no.
number 5. Chiquita bananas are good. Number 5, "Darling Nikki" by Prince, 1984.
That's a for sure no. Oh, please tell me. I hope if you got this Prince song on here, I really hope you have that one song on here.
What's that
That's
song?
it. That's the only Prince song I have on here.
No, I'm not thinking it's not a Prince song, but I'm hoping it's a song by another artist very similar to him that is also awful.
I got you. Number 4,
What's this Prince song about?
about a
Darling Nikki?
Yeah.
It's "Darling Nikki."
Stalking.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Number 4, which we have "Shebop" by Cyndi Lauper, who's also being inducted this year into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hey, shout out to that
I
girl.
don't know that song.
Rich.
It's a song about female masturbation.
Well,
You know what? I'm surprised. Part of me is kind of surprised that it's a song that's not by Madonna.
Why? It's a song by Cyndi Lauper, which
hey,
fits.
Hey, at the end of the day, At the end of the day, girls just want to have fun.
All right. Moving on. Speaking of girls just want to have fun. Number 3, we have 17 by Rick James.
Oh yeah, yeah.
17.
Yes.
17. But she was sexy. That's not a good
Yeah.
excuse, Rick. That's not a good excuse, Rick.
Where's the Woodward? Guard. Call the cops.
Where's Chris Hansen when you need him? Locked up, won't let me out.
Let me out.
Number 2, we have Me So Horny, 2 Live Crew,
Why not?
1989. Basil, this song was banned when it came out, so stop it.
These boys, this group actually changed the music industry by putting ratings on music from that day forward.
It was that whole era right there. It was that era.
Yeah.
There was a lot of artists. You had 2 Live Crew, you had NWA, you
There was a whole
had
bunch.
Rat, you had Motley Crue.
You had a whole bunch.
Whole bunch of people during that time. Like moms were just being soft. But anyway, speaking of soft, this woman was not soft. Lucille Bogan, 1931, her song called Shave 'Em Dry. If you don't know, listen to it right now. Don't thank us later. Don't at the podcast. Just listen to it. And yes, Shave 'Em Dry by Lucille Bogan. And that's been another.
Did you just say Shave 'Em Dry?
Shave 'Em Dry. There's other songs on there too. But anyways, that's been.
Say 1 or 2.
Hold on. That's been another edition of the KrisCross Corner podcast. Marcel's putting his headphones on. We'll see you guys next time.